Welcome to part 2 of my very scuffed streaming setup. Today we'll be continuing what we started yesterday, the Ballista model. And yeah, as usual, feel free to ask questions, feel free to whatever, I don't know, you do your thing. And do let me know if the audio is okay, if the music's not too loud or not too low. And yeah, let's just continue working on this. Today it might be a little more Photoshop heavy since we mostly got the base down, and I was just looking for a substitute for the chest plate, which I think I found. I kind of like this one. It's a bit different from the reference, but I think it can kind of fit the vibe we're going for. Look, give me a break. I kind of forgot that I had to open a bunch of stuff before starting the stream, so I kind of opened it very quickly. But you're right. You're right. I'll swap it right up. Okay, that's gonna take a while probably. So let's start texture editing. We have a golden outline and an orange interior. The bizarre, but I mean, like in a universe sense, sure they're there, but then will they show up? Maybe? I don't know. I unfortunately am very much a nerd, Kronos. Not much to do in that regard. Really? I mean, Photoshop is kind of stinking. You get used to it. Like, for work, I kind of have to use GIMP. And that was the weirdest transition ever, because all the keybinds are different. All the tools are like slightly different, and it just made my brain hurt. Yeah, that's exactly the person. I honestly don't. I have no idea what I said yesterday, so take whatever I say with a grain of salt. Is this a color? I think so. Look, you have terrible memory too, so don't bully me. What of the Forsaken in the last 14 years? Guess you'll find out in episode 4, maybe. Um, if we have plans for Ogre Magi, depends if how many heads they have. That's my answer. Probably not very smart of me to use a night scene as a base. Maybe I've been doing it all wrong. Look, it's not a phobia, it's just a headache. Yeah, they're like... There's like one model, or I guess now two with Mugsy, but... yeah, it's just a bit of a headache. That's actually horrifying. I don't want to think about that. I mean, yeah, for some reason they didn't make a new model for them in, or like a generic one at least, in Warlords of Draenor. They have been banished ever since. Do I work faster than you? I mean, on stream I work pretty slowly because I feel judged. Usually, I'd probably work even faster. and we can get the drip. Okay, they don't have the name of the file. Wonderful. Awesome. Wonder if they have the hat. Let's see if we're lucky. Nope. Let's see. Void though. Is it? Maybe? Void binding? Voids. Is it? Or not us? Is the regular swims? That's fair. That happens to me as well. Okay, I'm actually pissed off that I can't find the name of this thing. How will I figure it out? Does this have... No. Can't equip it yet, I think. Tragic. Very tragic. Well, if anyone does happen to know the name of this, it would be greatly appreciated, because I have no idea. Malfurion, well, is probably sleeping, I don't know. Summer, let's see. No, that's just a generic swimsuit, not this specific void one. Oh wait. It keeps eluding us. Because we have it here as swimwear, but we just don't have the rest of the texture. Hmm. I wonder if... No. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, because I can find most of the body, but it's just the let's see if you're right. No. Nope. But it could be a string of numbers, which does happen sometimes as well. Let's try that. Oh god. Are they even... Oh, wait. Oh, they're not even sorted? That's horrible. Oh, it's Deneth. Interesting. Hey Nox, join us in looking for an armor set that I probably won't find. Okay, this is actually horrible. Okay. I've seen many skinned people, okay? I can recognize them by their textures. Oh well, I don't think I'll find it. Well, if anyone has any other... I guess I can look up alternatives. That's a shame, I kind of like this one. Well, yeah, he was captured and that's all we know for now. Maybe that will be addressed in the future. Well, yeah, it's the worst thing possible you could do to Gallywix is force him to work. That's kind of what they meant in episode 2. And I mean, they took his shit and they forced him to work. That's like the most horrible combo they could have him do. Yeah, that's definitely a way of putting it. I guess this could work. Well, it's for the same reason as they are kind of separated. They are in an entirely different continent, while the Darkspear and the Tauren and the Goblins are literally in the zones directly adjacent to Orgrimmar, essentially. Well, a few zones away, but still within a proverbial arm's reach. Okay, let's try using this. Yeah, it's a great hat. You know how I overused this set. Now I just have to revitalize it by using it as a hat. Very fashion forward. Oh, do you want to share by any chance? Um, what about the two of them? That's not really a question. Storm Song? Am I missing? Hmm. I don't love the chest plate. Hmm. Are you in the PTR still? I can't seem to find it. Yeah, it's very cool to see me struggling to find the textures. Oh well. Yeah, I'm not in the PTR. I'm in the. I wonder if the swimsuit would be. No, I guess not. Might be encrypted since it. Isn't it a China only set? The like avoid the swimsuit. I mean, thing is, they really can't all go. That was exactly the problem. Because otherwise, that would be too suspicious. And the dead end that Garrosh would definitely try to handle. Yeah, but it seems that it's only the collection texture, which is kind of bizarre, but also not really. I should probably be saving the values I'm using. Like a really orange. That's enough. Yeah, he did keep Charlemagne. I think I don't remember if I showed it in episode 2, but even if I didn't, yeah, he kept it. As we can see by well, Anduin not having it. Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah. He was kind of just a background element, so we didn't really show him later in the episode. Nothing personal against him. We can't really bloat the characters on screen, which is funny coming from us that had like every orc ever in the same room, but no idea what I just did here. Um, hmm. Restart this. Whoopsie daisy. I see. Hmm. I think I can just make this a little. I think the very bright orange isn't really working, even though it's what the character. Yeah, I think this works a little. I don't know where you got that information from, because we sure didn't share it. I think I forgot to copy over the helmet. Okay. With these pieces we can darker. The bodies of the rebels, yes, but as far as I can tell, Varian isn't a rebel. And you know, as everything else, characters are flawed, so you have to take whatever they say with a grain of salt. You know. Okay, I think it's starting to look like something. Let's go grab Andris's textures. I find it kind of funny that I'm flashing every character that's gonna show up here on accident. Oh, whoops. I mean, I don't think there's any particularly spoilery appearances. Yeah. No, there's no Madan Aiden in here. Though I think it would be very fun if there was. I guess I can try that, but my problem isn't really the golden, it's trying to get this very weird orange color right. And I think it's fine for like the bracers, but it's bothering me here. I think it's fine, but it could be better. Really? That's awesome. Uh, but I mean, you're kind of lucky that we don't really rewatch episodes. But I guess that's way funnier for the viewers. I mean, that's what Yasharaj's visions showed in the Siege of Orgrimmar, like the actual raid. I don't think that particularly means anything for IRONROTH, because, you know, Garrosh does like to put people on spikes. That's just, you know, what he does in general. Yeah, the Orc Horseman is, uh... shit. Would be a really funny orc. How about that one orc that's from Warcraft 3? The guy that's always with Thrall and doesn't really have a name. That one. I mean, sure, no character is just white or black, but if you look at someone like Garrosh, he's, well, mostly not a nice person. But I mean, he's still a person at the end of the day, which is something we kind of are trying to represent. Like, he's a bad guy, yes, but he's still a guy as well, you know? Still evil, still very evil, but a person nonetheless. And I think that's something that Kaiser, that wrote the final scene of episode 2, kind of captured pretty well, that like he's essentially giving his children the world, which is, I don't want to say a good thing, but it comes from a good place on his end, but if you think about it, that's just a horrifying thing to offer someone. You're just saying like the world is yours to oppress. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, speaking of Samuro, he was very close to showing up in episode 2 as a background element. But I was sick and tired of making orcs, so he got the pass. Yes, very much orc fatigue. Orc model fatigue, anyways. But I've told this to Kono, if he wants to keep going with his Rexar ex Corona agenda, he has to have Medan show up somewhere. Because and we've talked about it a little, like it would be an interesting challenge to make Medan interesting. Because like at least by virtue of him being older, like by the time of the time skip it'd be like almost 30. He has less of a Jesus quality, you know? So I guess by that alone he's already in a much better place in my opinion. I mean, pretty obvious, it's kind of like the Garrosh apocalypse. It is pretty horrible. I mean, I guess his backstory would remain unchanged, because I think I've spoken a bit about it yesterday. Like, the intent of IRONROTH isn't really to erase stuff, it's simply to, like, work off existing things, if that makes sense. It's like, I gave the greatest example yesterday. We have to acknowledge the jailer as much as it hurts, because he has a role until he dies, essentially. As comedic as that is. That's an interesting question. Like, Thrall to him is a trophy, but in a twisted way, Thrall is also kind of his only equal, you know? Because a lot of Garrosh's followers are basically just his sycophants or his fans or like his cultists or whatever. But like, Thrall is kind of like the only real relationship he had. So it's kind of keeping him as a trophy, but also like it's a connection he can't really let go of. And we'll kind of get into a bit of that twisted relationship in future audio dramas. Mm, at this point, I don't think so. Like they're just too fundamentally different, and I think Garrosh understands that. Yeah, the way we kind of approach Garrosh's horde is like he has a numbers problem. So he's more open to alliances, but like he's not stupid either. Like if Darkspear come at his door and say, let us join, like, of course he'll say no. Except that one Darkspear that shows up in Warlords of Draenor. He'll show up in Ironroth at some point, I guarantee you, just because it's so weird that he even exists. Well, supposedly Thrall will be the first. The Pendaron one doesn't really have a set date, and the Horseman one should come out sometime after episode 3. Yeah, if you want to see the Pandaren one, you can go and bully box. I give you my thumbshare blessing to do so. Uh, I don't know, the aspects always kind of take this very distant approach, so they'd probably have a similar standing within Ironroth itself. But I don't want to give any specific answers, because we haven't thought of that yet. I mentioned the Y just a bit ago. and more than that, as I mentioned. Trophy is just a part. No, we have a length limit, which is a bit strange, but we've kind of reached the conclusion that the word count doesn't mean anything. Because I think we've had an audio drama that had like a 3-page difference or two, but like in the final video it was like almost a 30-minute difference, so we kind of put the requirement of like 5 to 10 minutes read aloud, whatever that means to you. But I mean, you're a friend of the house, so you don't really have to go through that process. If you want to do like a full length one, you are very much free to. Yeah, it depends a lot if there's like a lot of character dialogue, a lot of narration. It's, yeah, as I mentioned, it ends up depending a lot. That's kind of why we strayed away from the word count business, because it's a little scary. Hmm. I wonder if I should do it. And I mean, 5 to 10 minutes, 3 to 5 pages. Actually, let's compare that. We open the Anduin. Um, hmm. The Anduin, 9 pages. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right, yeah. Yeah, he changed it because it's temporary, at least, because the original voice actor didn't have the audio setup he did because he was moving, I believe. So we had the narrator fill in for him. Well, I can speak for audiobooks, but for audio dramas, it really depends. As far as my part is concerned, which is mostly the audio editing, I mean, it's really a matter of getting used to it. You really set what kind of objectives you have, what kind of quality you have. It's kind of a vague question. I think what I generally tell people, and not just necessarily about audio dramas, is just start small. Because sometimes I see people like start with like ridiculously massive projects, and then they burn out right away, or they find like an impasse they can get through. So I don't know. If you start small, it's much more manageable, and you can learn and improve without burning out and dropping whatever it is. Partially deselect? What do you mean? You mean like this? Like you usually have like multiple modes of selection. You like have this one that has like a colored square and a decolored square, and then you just like, it depends what you're clicking. Sometimes you have to shift click to add. Without shift click you can delete it, and it's kind of like that for most tools, like the lasso tool, you know. I mean, that's good you're not using AI. Unfortunately, it's kind of a thing that more and more people are using for their stuff. So, if nothing else, you should take pride in the fact that you are making your own thing with your own hands. Well, if it isn't Torgrim, demonetization hammer. Is this fast? I feel like I'm going super slowly because I keep getting sidetracked. I don't usually look around my models this much. But I think it's pretty much done, maybe, kind of. Like, I'm not really sure what else I can... I think it's... I hope the 5 of them are not playing at the same time. I mean, sure, I can imagine that, but it wouldn't really be all that different. Maybe you should start editing with like Subway Surfer footage on like your phone or something. Maybe it would be a little faster. Huh? I kind of don't want to weight paint this live because that's actually embarrassing. Should I start a new one? I wanted to do. I wanted to do Vanessa Van Cleef, but I actually have absolutely no idea where to start. Let me open a full reference. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, if I had to see this, you guys have to see this too. This art is super cursed. I have no idea who drew this, but they were not okay. Like this is horrible. Anyways. Oh god, this says quality. Okay. Why does the cursed art have better quality than this? Okay. Hmm. Right. Ah. Okay. She has a completely different hair color here, which is hardly surprising by now. Okay. Back to the dressing room. I I don't think you should expect a lot from Velen. It'll just be literally Velen. There's not really a lot I can do beyond, I guess, upscaling his textures maybe. No, because I want to be creative on Vanessa. Like in my first draft that I think people would kill me for, she actually wore quite a bit of Stormwind Heritage armor. And no, it's very cursed. We've already had this talk on Saturday. Was it Saturday or was it the week before? I don't know, one of them. But I don't know, I kind of had... I kind of had this vague idea of what to do with it. But it's about finding the right pieces for it. Like, for example, I know it's criminal, but I don't want to use these shoulder pads. Nor this tablet. Do you? I've thought about it, but like... I feel like I already have too many characters with that. Like, to me, I think we could do like an intermediary. Kind of maybe like give her some shorts. And then like try to do some socks. Like I did with my very famous Blood Elf socks. Let me open it up. Where is it? Where is it? Wonder if I... Because I don't remember her name at all. Is this it? No. Okay. Can Tyranor come save me? I don't remember the character's name. Is this it? No, I think this is the ogre. Nalini's... the rest is a guy. Rana? Is this it? Ah, there we go. My amazing sock tech. I don't know, I can't just have an epiphany and do this one day. I don't know, I think something like this could work with like maybe slightly taller boots and socks maybe. I don't know, what do you guys think? I don't know, that's kind of the plan. Real question is, what boots do I use? Because I think the Venthyr ones are a bit too tall and maybe a tiny bit overused by me. Actually, I don't remember which. Are these Shadowlands? Guess not. BFA? I don't know, I think these kind of work. I mean, it's not that I don't wanna, it's just I'd rather look into other possibilities first, like. And I mean, as always, you can always nab them from an NPC, but since I haven't really, since I don't really have access to a lot of stuff. I mean, it's not that I don't have access, but since I don't really play WoW anymore, I kinda don't know what NPC stuff especially is there to steal. Because, like, I mean, the Vantage stuff is like a mainstay. I don't know, I kind of imagine something at least almost knee-high at least. I mean, we can always like edit it, but if it's already done, the easier. And Taurus Rogue, let me look at that. You mean these? Like the regular ones? Because like if it's these ones, I'll be honest, I don't really like them because they look like slippers and not like, you know, actual boots. Oh, you mean those? Is that on Taurus? No, you're. Am I being stupid? Oh, this set. I mean, no, I think it goes back to the boots being too short. Um, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think they're too short too, because I want them to still be tall, but like just not the Venthyr ones. But I mean, we can always go back to the Venthyr ones, I guess. Where are they? They don't want to show up. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Wait, isn't this cloth? Why is this here? I'm literally filtering by leather. Why is cloth showing? The hell? Yeah, but whatever. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know if... I don't think that would work. And yes, Varisa's cursed twins would be adults by now. But yeah, this is too short. I don't think it really works for Vanessa. I think we really might have to circle back to Vent here. Anyways. I don't know, I think for shoulders too we can go for something a little more low-key. Like these are really edgy. I don't know, I'm partial to these maybe. Oh, it's not Venther, it's Vampire. I swear, these naming conventions. Oh, it's not from the female models, it's... I mean, yeah, you can default to this, but is it really what she's wearing? Kinda? Maybe. I guess we could try to make it a little shorter. And experiment a bit. Let's use this one with a little more contrast. Actually, are there no? The corset could be probably wouldn't. Yeah, the boots are fine. We'll go with that. I mean, it is an option, but I don't like that. Is that the one with the bat shoulder pads? Is it this one you mean? Or like the whole set, I guess. This color. Is this the one? If it's the one I think you're talking about. Yeah, the boots are a little too spiky. It ends up flashing again. But I kinda like the chest plate though. Let's try that one. Not really. Oh, these. Yeah, but it's plated boots. It doesn't really fit the vibe we're going for. That's the problem. Because, like, Vanessa needs to be light, so she can't really have a lot of, like, big plate stuff going on. Like, I think it's fine for gauntlets. I think that works for whatever reason, but, might be a bit problematic if kind of everywhere. Okay, idea. What if I use this, remove the sleeves, and this, like, shirt here, maybe? Would kind of approximate this silhouette a bit more. Alright, and I forgot about this cool duelist shirt. Interesting. Press for a tabard, I guess. Where is it? Because I don't know, I think it might actually. This might actually work without the belt as well. Let me put the hair so I get the full. Let's continue. And yeah, depends. Might have to use a different model for that. Maybe the Talia scarf, because that one is a little longer. Or maybe that's that like monk piece. I'll have to look at that. Like these were literally the gloves I had for my initial idea, and I still kind of think they work. If we tweak the colors a bit, maybe like to the gray surrounding here, it would work pretty well. Problem is, I think I already gave these to Lorna, so we'd have to see how that. Actually, let me test something. Lion. Like maybe we could edit the texture and the shape of the gauntlets to kind of retrieve the same format from the original model. Really? Like it's especially useful since there's no sorting in WoW Model Viewer X, so it's kind of a big help there. But yeah, I think this might work if we recapture this shape here. Because I don't think her boots have any like plate element. Because otherwise, I think the Vanthyr one is fine. I don't think this is plate. But it will lack a bit of red. I'm not sure how we'll get that back. I wish it showed me how she looks in the in Dragonflight. Oh, there it is. Huh. She uses the old armor still. I guess now the question is shoulder pads. And I'll put the other tabard. This one is bothering me. Let's put this one a little brighter. The question of the shoulder pads, because I don't want these ones. Needs to be a little more low-key, because she's supposed to like be a bandit, but then she has like massive bat shoulder pads with like blood inside of them. Tiny bit ridiculous. Dragonflight ones. Is it the Drake Racers, you mean? I have no idea what that means, I'm sorry. Dragons. These ones? Maybe? Maybe. But I think this is kind of the opposite, they're too small. Yeah, and I'm already in the cosmetic tab. Oh, I've never seen these. But yeah, they could work. Actually. No. That's too different. Do you think Chris Metzen would execute me if he saw this? Like, even her fingers are plated, that's so bizarre. I think we can work off it. Question is it a tabard? I should use this one. Or this one. I mean, no, but shoulder pads are cool. That's really all the explanation I have. Oh, actually, I saw a belt with a pistol that Kono showed me. Where is it? Is it not cosmetic? I've also never seen this. Okay. Can also use something like that. Is it a rogue item maybe? Oh. Okay, okay. There we go. There we go. I kinda don't like how it overlaps with the tabard, but I like the vibe, so we'll keep just the buckle. Actually, how do the shoulder pads look for that set? Oh, I think, yeah, they're these ones. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this is very. I mean, if the blades are removable, could work with it, I think. Especially since it gives kind of a feeling of like cloth in here. Black Dragonflight Tabard. Let's. This one? No, it's too. If this is like base model, you mean it's too platy. I don't think it would. I mean, the problem isn't really the flamish effect that can be removed easily. It's more so the blades here. But I think they're removable, so I think it could work just fine. Yeah, sorry I ghosted the rest of your design. Oops. I think we have it, guys. You should wear a core crown tower. Yeah, like 5 hours struggle stream of trying to figure out what. I mean, at least Ben already has his design, so less of a struggle. I guess this bruiser tablet could also be interesting. But it's not much of a tablet at the end of the day. I guess there's this one too. Could also work if we remove the if we remove like the icon in the middle. I think all the colors are mostly there. I have to sleep on it. But I'll save this. Okay. Well, since it's getting kind of late, I think we should leave it off here for today, and I'll save this for another time. So yeah, before I go, does anyone want to see any model in particular or anything like that? Really? Rexar? Come on. But sure, I shall comply. There you go. Are you happy? Are you happy? Do you want to see the inside of his head? There you go. Well, it's not going yet, but it will get there eventually. I still need to basically make her entire design. But I'll get there. Yeah, I'm not gonna say more because slightly spoilery. Yeah, don't make me remove his loincloth. Okay. Yeah. This is Rexar in his underwear. I'll show you the superior model. There we go. Now, oh god, this is spooky. What's going on here? Oh right, I might have overridden my base save. But hey, it's Varian. Ooh. Oh, and I guess I can show this one too, since it wasn't very visible in the episode itself. which is Vol'jin's prison fit. Which is this. I even made a different version of him that's a little thinner, since he's been in jail for a bit. Yeah, unfortunately, Zool intercepted all the clothing deliveries because he's just that petty. Speaking of that, I guess there's another troll that showed up for like 20 seconds, which is a party. I actually had to think quite a bit about this model, but I really like how it came out. I think it feels unique while kind of honoring the whole like Priestess of Shadra business. Why they kept Vol'jin alive? Another mystery we'll uncover at some point. What else do I have to show? Oh yeah, I guess I made this aerial grown model I apparently didn't save, which is slightly concerning. And I think it came out very nice as well, given the restrictions we have for the WoW models. I don't know, just a little cameo from Hearthstone, which I think was kind of fun to make. Ever like they're doing things. And speaking of characters that only have 20 seconds of screen time, there's also Ember, which I really like the final result. I think it's one of those cases where I think that the essence is still there while still being very different. I don't think I've killed your paladin. I'm actually not sure. I remember I did a shot with him, like giving CPR to someone, but I don't remember if I ended up using him again later. Yeah, I guess that troll guy kinda had a little cameo in the War Within. I think he talked to like a couple of birds or something. Oh, I think this one is pretty fun too. Because I completely, essentially rebuilt Garona's face to be more similar to like the facial structure of Adreni. I think the comparison is pretty telling. Like, this is just like the regular orc face, and this is the changes I did for Garona. Oh yeah, it's just a generic mage. Open up some units. Stormwind, mage. There we go. Mage elf. There we go. Indeed, the high elf, as you can tell by the eye color inside the head, anyways. I'm actually surprised you noticed that. It's not really in focus at all. Yeah, the problem with Land Destroyer is that it's much harder to get the forehead done. Like the tendrils, I think, could be somewhat done, but the forehead would be a headache, no pun intended. I mean, this isn't really a high elf with the Silver Covenant or anything, it's just a high elf that's in the Stormwind's army. I don't think there is a lot of need to look too deeply into it. Speaking of units though, and since Zelrin is here, I think we could show off her her work on the Flame Troopers. Like, look at these guys. Crazy stuff. Like, I'd shit my pants if I saw this. And then also the female version, because Garrosh's Horde might be a lot of things, but it isn't sexist, weirdly enough. I know, right? I had the exact same thoughts. It really like gives pyro energy. I don't think I have any other cool units to show. No, at least those specific mages that show up in that scene are from Stormwind, not the Kirin. Oh, I guess I can show this too, since I only shared it on B-Sky. My Kurdran model, which isn't done yet, but it's almost there. And I think we can end today's stream with this little sneak peek of Kurdran. Which I'm actually quite happy with so far. Just need like some extra color stuff and some work on his boots. Anyways, thank you to everyone who joined me again for this stream where we stared at models without knowing what to do with them. We struggled, we spun models around, and I hope you guys had fun watching me suffer. Yeah, that's kind of it. Good day, good night, whatever time it is for you, and see ya.